Good morning, guys, and welcome back to another weekly vlog. So we are doing a month of videos. I just honestly have been kind of busy lately, so y'all are short currently 2 videos for the month. Sorry, the dog in the road, I didn't want to hit it. Y'all are short 2 videos for the month. I'm hoping to get them made up. I'm proud of what I was able to accomplish already for this series. I got a new phone holder so I can film while driving to work. I'm gonna have to wait. So I can film while driving to work. That's great. So I have not really been reading. I'm not even gonna lie and say I have been. I really haven't this weekend. Really this week at all. Right now I've been listening though. I have listened to the majority of The Girl Who Kicked the Hornet's Nest, which is the last one in the Millennium series that the actual author, the original author, wrote. He passed away after he finished the manuscript for book 3. So there are more in the series, but they aren't, sorry, you're shaking because I'm driving. They're not written by him. I don't know if I'm going to read those. I know I'm going to finish Girl Who Kicked the Hornet's Nest, obviously. I just don't know if I'm going to pick up the next ones. Yeah, so far I'm actually enjoying this one. It has more of a spy feel to it than the last 2, and there's not a mystery we're trying to solve in the last 2 either. Like the last 2, I mean. So far I'm really enjoying it. I don't know, like I said, if I'm going to continue on past there, we shall see. But yeah, that's what I'm listening to. I should finish it today. And then I have Belljar by Sylvia Plath, I want to say her name is. I've seen a lot of people talking about her and her work. And so it's only 7 hours. It's a 7-hour audiobook. I usually listen to it at 2 to 3 times speed. So I should be able to get it done today too. We shall see. We're having a slow reading month, but I'm not mad at it. I'm actually kind of enjoying my slow reading month. I am physically reading something for another vlog, so I'm not going to update you on that. But yeah, I just wanted to give you a quick check-in and start filming this vlog at least. Good morning, guys, and welcome back to another weekly vlog check-in. As you can see, I'm on my way to work. I may end up just doing all these vlog check-ins in the freaking car because it's just easier and I have time, kinda. Let me adjust you. There we go. Okay, I'm sorry about the camera shaking. You're on my mount. So, like I said, I'm on my way to work. I was able to finish, Girl Who Kicked the Hornet's Nest yesterday. I'm giving it 4 stars. I really enjoyed it. I feel like this one wasn't as much as a mystery as my first one. The first one was, but still overall really good. Enjoyed it. And then, trying to adjust you again. And then I started Belljar by Sylvia Plath last night. I'm not sure how I feel about it. I started it while I was planting plants. Because I got a rose bush and I planted it. I'm really excited to see if it'll grow. I think it will. We have good good dirt here, so I'm hoping it will. And I had to repot all the potted plants I bought. So like I bought the ones that were already sprouted and everything from Home Depot. So those got planted. My seeds that I bought have not been planted yet. I'm waiting for them to I'm waiting for, they're supposed to freeze this weekend, so I didn't want to plant them and then have to bring in 50 plants from outside. So that's that. So I started it. I'm liking it thus far, I think. I'm not sure. Her prose are very flowery and very wordy for me. I'm listening to it. It's only 7 hours, so I'm going to finish it today at work. I'm just not sure how I'm overall feeling about it. Yeah. So there's that. What else did I need to tell you about? My little sister may be in labor. She is having a little boy. I have not told you all about that one. She's having a little boy. I'm gonna have another nephew. I'm really excited. I saw her last night. We all stayed and had dinner at my mom's, and she kept complaining about her stomach, and she kept complaining, and my mother let it be known this morning that Nanny may be in active labor, so we may be having a baby. I'm so excited. We have all been on baby watch for the last week. If she is not in active labor and he is not like trying to make his way out of there right now, we will have him on Thursday because they're going to induce her. But I would be excited if we had him today. I don't care when we have him, to be honest, just as long as we have him because I'm excited. But yeah, I have a lot to get done today, actually. Besides work, I also need to edit and upload my February wrap up for you today, and then I filmed a plan with me last night. I need to do the voiceover for it so it can go up. I have 2 videos I want to film tonight. I have 3 more I have scheduled to film once I have a day off this week. So if she has baby boy today, or she's in active labor today, I'll leave work and go get my daughter so my mom can go be with her. If she waits till Thursday, I'm off on Thursday so I can get my baby so my mom can go be with her to have baby boy. So there's that. I am almost to work now, so I will talk to y'all a little later. And welcome back to another check-in. So today I tried reading more of the Bell Jar. I don't think it's for me. I put it down for now. I'm not DNFing it, but I am putting it down for right now. And then I picked up The Twisted Ones by T. Kingfisher. I finished it today. It was okay. I'm giving it 3 stars. I read The Hollow Places earlier this year, and to me, they read almost the same. There was different elements, but it's still a woman finds the entry to another place and shit starts to happen. Like, that's the synopsis. That's all you need to know for both of them. I didn't hate it. I did find it interesting. I found it really, really fucking creepy, but it just wasn't different. I'm hoping that not all of their books are like that. I do want to read another one. I do really enjoy their writing, but it's just, I don't know. In this one, we have our main character who her grandmother has recently passed. Her father is older. He's in his 80s. And he asked her to go clean out her grandmother's house. She agrees. Says, no problem, Dad. I'll handle it. She is an book editor. So she can, she works for herself. She can work from wherever. And when she gets there, she realizes Grandma was a hoarder. And she may have abused her last husband who passed away kind of suspiciously. And she doesn't remember how he died. And crap starts to happen. So it was good. I'm giving it 3 stars. I'm not really mad at it. But yeah, I just wanted to update this vlog really quick. And let y'all know what I thought. I will probably talk to y'all in the morning because I will probably pick up another audiobook. But we shall see. Welcome back to the vlog check-in. So obviously I'm not headed to work because you can tell by the windows that this is not my normal way to work when you all see me. That is because I'm headed to my mom's to pick up Ollie and my sister Nevaeh because we're having a baby today. So my sister is pregnant, and they gave her Pitocin this morning to start her labor, and she is laboring. We are at 7 centimeters, no, 5 centimeters, 5 mom said. We're at 5 centimeters. We're so close, about halfway there to having a little boy here. So I'm going to go pick up the kiddos so mom can go be at the hospital with her. And then tomorrow we may end up doing a 24-hour reading vlog thing, or hang out with me for 24 hours, because I may end up having to take the day off so that mom can be with her and the baby. But yeah, it took her 3 hours to get to 5 centimeters. So mom's thinking if the labor stays in the state it is, we'll have a baby really soon. So yeah, I just wanted to check in and say we're having a baby. I'm excited. Good morning, guys, and welcome back to another weekly vlog check-in. So I'm hoping to get this up on Saturday, which today is Wednesday. It is my first check-in for the week because I hadn't been really reading, and then finally I decided to read last night so I can give y'all a small little check-in. Well, I kind of read last night, but really I've been listening to audiobooks, so excuse the raccoon eyes. I'm exhausted, I feel like. So I have been reading. I've been listening to audiobooks at work, so I wanted to check in and tell y'all what I've been listening to. The first one I listened to and finished yesterday was All of Us Villains. I want to say it was by Amanda Foody and someone else. I'm so sorry. I will put the picture up by my head when I edit. It was really good. I did not like the way it ended, and I think it was a little more dramatic than it needed to be. So I'm giving it 4 stars, but honestly, I absolutely enjoyed every minute of it. I started it Monday when I was leaving work and then finished it yesterday at work. So I was really into it, and I'm happy I finished it. I loved it. The other thing I read and finished yesterday was Truly Devious by Maureen Johnson. Yeah, oh my gosh, that was so good. I'm curious to see how she's going to end it. I know it was supposed to be a trilogy, and then she extended it out to a 5-book series, so I'm going to see how I feel about that. The first one, you're following Stevie. Stevie gets into this remote school, and the school doesn't really have any structure. It is basically whatever you want to learn, and it does not have any criteria to be initiated into the school. So all these, Stevie puts all the high-strung kids are like freaking out because there's no set rigorous list of what you have to have and don't have to get into the school. So they're all like trying to freak out, figuring out what they want. Stevie is not, abnormally smart or anything. She's really into true crime, and she listens to true crime podcasts to help with her anxiety. Girl after my own heart. She writes to school just hoping, wishing she gets in. She's like, I may not, but I'm gonna do it, and she does get in. Her parents are like right-wing crazies, and they are like, her and her parents don't agree on political standings at all. And the school she's going to, their founder had his wife and daughter kidnapped in 1936. The book actually starts out, you're in 1936 with one of the first students who runs into the kidnapper and is like kidnapped too. And so Stevie's going there to see if she can solve the mystery. Along the way, a student dies, and Stevie ends up having to solve his murder and the ones from 1936. So I did finish it. I'm giving it 5 stars. It was really good. I thoroughly enjoyed myself. And then I also picked up, the second one. I'm not very far into it. I'm not going to give you too much of what's going on because I don't want to spoil it. They are older releases, so it's not like I may not be the last one to read these, but I still don't want to spoil anything. So yeah, that's where I'm at. I had thought about picking up, I wanted to pick up the second one in the We Are All Villains, but I don't have access to it right now. I'm going to have to pick it up physically from the library to get it read, so it's gonna have to wait. I have some errands to run on lunch, and so I'm hoping to go by the library. We shall see. Fingers crossed that I get there. But yeah, that's just kind of where my thoughts are. I just wanted to give you a short update as I'm driving to work. I'm almost there, luckily. It's been actually a really good week. I can't even say like it's been an awful week. It's been a really good week in my how do I want to say it? My private life. I just have not been filming because I have not been reading. So the month of videos kind of fell on its face. But if you're hanging in there with me, I made a lot of progress and did a lot of videos I never thought I would do. I never get accomplished. So I'm feeling really accomplished with it. You have a couple more that have been pre-filmed that are going to come out. And then I'm shooting for either June or July to do it again. The start of the spring for me is always a really busy time. I'm never really home, which does not give me time for filming. And it just, March for the last couple of years has been one of my lowest read months of the year. So I don't know why. I wish I had looked at my own stats before I picked March as being my month of videos, but that's just that. We win some, we lose some, we get up and try again. So I'm looking at either June or July as being that month. I'm leaning more toward June than July. I'm gonna look at my own stats and stuff and see which one I read the most in, and that's probably the one I'm going to choose because then I'll actually have stuff to talk about. Right now I'm kind of in a reading slump, and I can tell because I have like 9 books on my bedside table. All of them I have started and got part of the way in and just don't feel like picking up again. Right now my book in my purse is Babel by R.F. Kuang, because I'm really interested in it right now. I started it over last night. I was 15 pages in. I started it over last night because I was testing it between 2 others, and so far I only got partly through this one before I fell asleep. So hopefully today at work I can get a little further in and decide this is really what I want to read right now. I am a mood reader, so it's really hard for me to like say, okay, I'm just gonna read this book in a day, because that never works out for me. Yeah, I have started Hellbent. I am over 200 pages through it. I think I'm almost 300 pages through it, and I just don't want to read it right now. I did not have this issue with Ninth House. By the time I got 200 pages in Ninth House, I wanted to know the ending. I wanted to finish it. I wanted to see where it's going. I'm super interested in the development we've taken, but I don't know. I'm not annoyed. I'm not mad at it or anything. It's just not my cup of tea at the moment. So that's kind of where I'm at with it. Yeah. So I will talk to you on my next clip. Hopefully that will be later today or tomorrow. I can tell you I read something, but we shall see. Bye guys. Hi guys. Welcome to another vlog check-in. So this afternoon I was able to go ahead and finish The Vanishing Stair, which is the second one in the Truly Devious series. I thoroughly enjoyed it. I can't wait to see where the third one takes us. I'm planning on starting it maybe tonight, depending on what I get into and what I decide to get done. If not tonight, definitely tomorrow when I get to work. I got a couple more pages of Babel read, but that's about it as far as that's concerned. I think tonight I'm just gonna go home and try to read a little bit, and we will see where it gets me. I really enjoyed The Vanishing Stair. I like the mystery of the school having multiple tunnels, and like not everyone knows where all these tunnels are. So I'm excited. I'm liking Babel so far. I'm trying to disengage my brain a little bit when I'm reading it, because R.F. Kuang writes fantasy like I don't normally read. My fantasy usually is not like detailed. I don't mean to say that the fantasy I read isn't detailed. It's just hers is highly detailed and like high fantasy, in a way. There's not as much fluff to it, and so my brain is not used to it, and there's a lot that I want to understand pretty quickly, and she does not info dump really. She tries to take it really slow, and so my brain's adjusting. I think this is going to be really interesting since our main character is really learning the world with us, so I can see myself actually reading it tonight. My goal for tonight is not to watch any TV, instead read. We will see how that goes. But yeah, I just want to give you a short update telling you I finished the second one, The Vanishing Stair. I am planning on starting the third one, and I will probably knock out the entire series the rest of this week, depending on what I get into yet again. I may end up making a running trip to Dallas. We shall see. It all depends. But yeah, I had a productive day at work. I ran a few errands during lunch. Now I'm just gonna pick up the tiny human, and then we're gonna go home and hopefully cuddle and just relax. But that is to be seen. I will talk to y'all in the next clip. Hi guys, and welcome back to their weekly vlog check-in in my car. So I'm checking in because I finished another book today. Yeah, if I remember right, my last update, I informed you that I finished The Vanishing Stair by Maureen Johnson, and then I also finished The Writing on the Wall by her as well. Now I have finished The Box in the Woods. So I finished number 4. I absolutely loved it. It was perfect. I wasn't sure how I was going to feel about it, if I'm being completely honest, because I didn't realize that it was a standalone, so I was not sure how it was going to leave me feeling just because it was a standalone, but I loved it and would not change it for anything. I think it was a really good locked door kind of mystery. I think that the element she added at the end was super interesting, and I wish we had got like little hints into it from the flashback from 1976, excuse me. But other than that, I really enjoyed it. I have started at number 5, which is, oh, I can't remember the name of it for the life of me right now. Nope, it's completely gone. The 9 Liars? 9 Liars? Yes, 9 Liars. So far, what I know about this one is it's set in 1995 in London. We have 9 college, like about to graduate college age kids, adults, who after one night of rowdy game playing, they basically play like hide and seek sort of together. One of them or two of them are found dead, and our main character Stevie, who we've been following through the whole series, she ends up going to London to visit her boyfriend, and when she goes to London to visit her boyfriend, I'm guessing she gets wrapped up in the case. I honestly don't know at this moment because I'm not that far into it, but I'm excited to get into it and see what it's gonna hold. Yeah, I probably made it about 20% into it today because I had to, Brain will work here in a second. My AirPods died, so I just didn't get any more into it. It was one of those days at work where I got to listen a whole bunch and just chill and listen while I did a lot of paperwork. So there's that. Yeah, I was trying to think if there's anything else I want to update you on. I have not physically read anything, which is making my heart a little sad because I really want to be physically reading. I just don't have a drive to right now. I'm hoping to go home and physically read. I said that yesterday and it didn't happen, so we will see about today. I'm honestly not 100% sure. I actually last night ended up building a bookcase for my afternoon. I got dinner for the baby and I, and then literally made a bookcase. I put her to bed and made a new bookshelf. So I do need to reorganize my shelves. You'll see my organization from earlier this year come out next Monday. But now I need to like rethink it because I have a third 5-shelf bookcase. Yeah, I may film it, I may not. I'm not sure. I haven't been filming a lot, as you can tell. You're getting a lot of updates in the car more than anything, but hopefully that will change soon. I'm hoping to get more on a normal schedule, but we shall see. Come April, I can release this. Come April, I am looking at doing vlogs coming out every Saturday. And then you'll get one other video during the week, unless there's just something I really want to talk about, and then I might sit down and talk, and you'll get an extra video. But for now, it's one vlog on Saturday, and then another video during the week. I think this is going to work for me. We shall see. You are getting a month of videos, either June or July. I still have not decided on that, which month yet. I'm just gonna pretty soon just start filming for it and get all the videos done. And if they're done by the end of May, then you'll get them in June. If they're not, you'll get them in July. That's kind of how I'm playing it right now. I still want to go back and look at my stats to see how my reading went in those 2 months. I'm probably going to look at my stats from 2021 instead of 2022, because in 2022, June, I was for the first part of June, I was out of work and was searching for work and a kind of a depression. And then July, I had started a new job and was like knee deep in that. So neither one of those are going to be a accurate snapshot of what June and July normally look like in my life. Which, in all rights, you could say that compared to last year, none of the months really look the same. Because the end of last April, I lost my job that I didn't see coming, and so I was unemployed and miserable for the month of May. And then I started a new job, and so it's like you can't really compare the two. And then because the March before that, so in March of 2021, I was pregnant with Ollie. I was only 4 months pregnant with her. So I was just at the end. I just ended my first trimester and was still like wrapping my head around the fact that I was just going to be a mom. And yeah, so it's just interesting to think back like that. But that's all I have for you right now. I will check in a little while. Or actually, I'll check in tomorrow. What am I saying? Good morning, guys, and welcome to the closing out of this vlog. So I think we talked Friday afternoon, the last time I talked to you guys. And I had just finished the Truly Devious series altogether, so I had finished 9 Liars on Friday. And then Saturday and Sunday, Saturday I spent the day cleaning and just cooking and being at home with my baby. We went to grocery shopping. We just did the motherly homemaking thing, which made it feel like a Sunday for me, but it was wonderful. And then Sunday I went to spend time with my better half. She FaceTimed me early in the day and we were talking. I was like, do you want to see us? And she was like, I'm seeing you. I was like, no, I want cuddles. And so I went up there Sunday and spent the night with her. And on my way, I picked up a short audiobook just to kind of get me there. Because I wasn't feeling listening to music and I really wanted to listen to an audiobook and I didn't have one currently going. So in that instance, I started and then I finished it on my way to work on Monday and at work at Monday. New Orleans Witches. It is kind of like a little short novella. And it follows 5 coven members of the New Orleans, like their New Orleans government sanctioned coven. It's their 5 members and their love story basically, but it's really, really short. I did look up the print version from Storygraph to add it. It's only 84 pages long. I highly recommend if you're looking for something short, sweet, and cute. This hit all those buttons for me. It was wonderful, just plain out wonderful. I'm sorry for the shaky filming here, but driving and keeping the phone still does not go together. But it was wonderful. I absolutely enjoyed it. I wish we had gotten more time with the characters, to be honest with you. By the time we got to the 5th story, I just wanted more. I wanted more backstory of how we got to where we were at. There was one, I think it's the 4th one in. It's 2 best friends who have been in love with each other for a while and just never owned up to their feelings, and finally own up to their feelings. And I would love to see the crash and burn for each one of them, if there were like past relationships and the reasons it didn't work, because a lot of times when you're in love with someone and it's your best friend, at least in the books I've read, I don't have any personal experience, your other relationships crash and burn because you're super picky and you're not sure why you're being super picky, but it's because you're in love with your friend and you're comparing them subconsciously to that friend. So I would have loved to see that, and all the bad relationships that the coven member goes through to get there. And the woman she falls in love with just happens to be a shifter, a minor shifter as she put it. She can turn into a mouse, something between a field mouse and a dormouse, I believe it's described as, but she turns into a mouse. I would have loved to see that. Like she loosely mentions how she struggled to get in control of her shifting so that she didn't shift randomly at random times because she hates being in her shifted form. I would love to actually see that instead of just hearing about it. But I digress. I, of course, enjoyed it. I'm talking about it for 3 minutes. I definitely enjoyed it. And then I picked up Reprieve, and I did not like it at all. And I had to listen to parts of it twice because I fell asleep. That should tell you how I felt about this book, because usually when I'm listening to an audiobook, I'm wide awake, engaged. This is the first time I understand when somebody talks about how once they turn on an audiobook and start listening, they just go straight to sleep. I get it, because this one put me to sleep. The rep is not very well done. I went into it thinking, and the way it was pitched is that it is a haunted house attraction that these 4 people go into, and somebody walks out dead. And you're trying to basically figure out how this person ended up dead. Okay, cool. That is not what it is at all. It is these 4 people struggling against racism and all the racist shit that's happening to them, and this trial they're going through is just like a backdrop. None of them are really related. You don't really understand how they all ended up there until the very end. Like, I had 30 minutes left of this book before I figured out how all 4 of them ended up here together. Do you see what I'm saying? Like, what? And the court proceedings would have been really interesting, because I don't want to give any spoilers, but the court proceeding would have been really interesting, a really interesting aspect, especially of how this murder progressed. But we don't get any of that, really. We don't. We get a couple interviews sprinkled in. That's it. Like, it was not a good time. I gave it 2 stars. It was like 12 hours long. So yeah, it got 2 stars. Nope. So that's where I'm kind of at. I have been struggling with my physical reading and figuring out what I want to pick up. I right now with me have Hunting Prince Dracula, and it seems to be holding my attention better than most. We shall see today at work if it keeps holding my interest or not. Because yeah, we'll see. But I have Hunting Prince Dracula with me. And audiobook wise, I had started The Renegades, and I'm just not that interested. I'm not even gonna lie. I know there's some people who think this is their favorite series, but I'm just not that interested. So yeah, I don't know if I'm gonna finish it or not. I have it from the library, so we'll see. I had a couple more that I bookmarked that I wanted to read, so I might start one of those. On my lunch break, I want to go to the library to pick up a couple books, so we shall see where I get to. Yeah, I just wanted to close the video out, tell you what I'm currently reading, and yeah, go from there. You'll probably see the same clip at the beginning of my next vlog, just because it's going to be easiest just to roll them together like that. One clip ended, one clip started, so that's what I'm going to do there. If you can think of anything else you want me to talk about, I would be happy to. I will see you on my next one. Bye, guys.